Hi guys, this is my current physique for 4 years of working out, and I know my physique can be achieved a lot faster than I did depending on how dedicated you are. And I think I has not been dedicated enough because sometimes I just stop training with no reason, without having any injuries or something. And also my diet was not perfect as well. Sometimes I just skipped my meal and I literally did not care about my diet at all. I just ate whatever I wanted. However, each time I lost my passion, I managed to get back on my track again. So basically that is how I have been trained for last 4 years. And these days, recently, I'm just trying to get my passion back for my training. Before start to see my progress, let's have a look at the photos of me before I started training. So this is me before training, and as you can see, I was skinny as hell, and you can tell how I was skinny even if I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt in this photo. I remember I was around 50 kilogram or something in this photo, and the second one is me without having shirts. I literally have no idea why I flexed my biceps, which is hardly can be recognized at that moment. Anyway, a few years later from that photos, I started training, and this was my physique after 1 year of my first training. Interestingly, the funny thing in this video is my hair rather than my body. I think I should have cut my hair before taking this video. Anyway, in this video, I'm trying to flex, but it looks like I'm doing very awkward at it. I remember I was around 62 kilogram or something at this period. About how I trained in this first year, actually I have not much to mention about because my training program was not settled at that moment. I just did basic workouts such as pull-ups and bench pressing, squat, etc. And for the diet, actually it was even worse. I literally have no knowledge about the diet. I just try to eat as much as I can because my first priority in this period was just to gain weight as much as I can. Let's move on to the second year of my journey. Around this period, I started to bulk because I still felt I was skinny and weak. Actually, now I feel the same, but I just cannot imagine how I would feel if I go back. Anyway, in this video, my posing was relatively better than the first year, I think. But my face is literally too ugly and puffy. I have too much of fat and water retained on my face, which is the reason I'm no longer bulking after this. For the training program, it became a little bit better and various. I started to do more compound workout such as overhead press, incline benching, etc. And I also try to go as heavy as I can because my energy was enough to do so. I usually did 3 reps of heavy squat around 150 kilogram, and also I did 90 kilogram benching, which I don't do any longer. And for diet, I think I ended up kind of dirty bulking though. However, in reality, I try to stick to healthy food rather than going crazy for junk food. Sometimes, yes, I ate junk food like hamburgers. I'm a big fan of hamburger. Anyway, my meal was usually composed of 500 gram of white rice and 100 or 150 gram of meat-based protein. I'm not talking about macros here. Anyway, I took this size of meal 3 times or 4 times a day. In this period, I started bulking from 62 kilogram and went up to 76 kilogram. Then I cut that off to 65 kilogram in the end. Basically, I could say I gained approximately 3 kilogram in the second year. I'm still not sure whether it was fat or muscle, but I'm hoping it was muscles. After the cutting, I went to my first competition in my life, and obviously I was ranked at bottom. So this one is around the time I have trained about 3 years. I think my physique at this period is pretty much same as my current physique. Like I said before, as bulking made my face too puffy, I haven't thought about bulking anymore after that. So basically, the bulking at my second year was the first and the last bulking in my whole training history so far. In this regard, I maintained around 65 to 68 kilogram, more or less. In this period, I did not have a goal, and so I was not motivated. Therefore, I just trained maybe 3 times a week or less sometime. Also, my training routine was pretty much same as the second year as well. As I was not motivated at this period, the diet was also horrible. It was actually not that terrible, but it was just not good. I did not eat overly, but the quality of meal was unhealthy. I ate lots of hamburgers, ice cream, and any other processed or ready-made products. Actually, I love hamburgers. In spite of my unhealthy eating habit, the reason why I was able to maintain this physique was that I did not give up training completely, I think. Therefore, I would summarize my third year of training was kind of the most unproductive year. Actually, this demotivation has lasted until the very recent, and I just recently got my passion back with my fourth year of training coming. These days, I try to focus on my weak parts, specifically shoulder and arms. As a result, shoulder and arms are a little bit bigger and popped up in this video compared to the third video. For the training program in this period, I focused on isolation workout rather than the heavyweight training. With that being said, it doesn't mean that I'm no longer doing compounds movement workouts. Actually, I still do that, and I still go relatively heavy for that. What I'm trying to say here is that I try to do more different and various version of isolated workout, because previously I only did dumbbell and barbell curls, and now I'm doing like hammer curls and other cable biceps variations. And for shoulders, I was not a fan of side lateral raise, which is quite rare because most of the guys want a popped 3D shoulder, and I also want it. But I just did pressings for my shoulder. However, I recently started to do side lateral raise and other variations of it. And for diet, I don't go crazy for that because it is very hard to keep on track in terms of diet. In many cases, I eat outside, but not every time, obviously. The only thing I care about is to have a decent amount of protein for each meals while avoiding instantly made product. So this was my 4 year of training journey. I'm not sure how my physique will be in the future, but I'm sure that I will keep post my physique on YouTube to motivate myself and to motivate you. So thanks for watching and let's be motivated. Bye.